They made a daring rescue attempt. In winter it gets dark at 4 o'clock. That dress was very fashionable 10 years ago, but it looks rather dated now. Police have been trying to contact the family of the dead woman. The sap from this plant is a deadly poison. Don't shout, can't you see that she's deaf? Mark was my dear friend. A decent person would never say that. He is one of the most dedicated fans of this football club. The swimming pool has a shallow and deep end. All the defective items will be replaced. I cannot understand his defensive stance. I was trying to be friendly after all. I'm sorry. I cannot give you a definite answer yet. It's too soon. He was dehydrated after the marathon. My fight was delayed because of the weather conditions. This was completely deliberate decision. He had given lot of thought to it. Be careful, those glasses are very delicate. The meal was absolutely delicious. I will be delighted to see you again, Jane. She could hear the murderer's demonic laughter. The fog was very dense and I could barely see anything. I'm sure this is a dependable source of information. He is divorced but he has to support his dependent children. Most of the people living in economically depressed areas are unemployed. This town seems to be deserted in the evenings. I am saving money for the designer sunglasses I saw yesterday. He had run out of money and was desperate. I never thought he would do something as despicable as murder. The flight was destined for New York. Many believe that the new policy is destructive to the economy. After her husband's death she was completely devastated. He's a caring and devoted father. His view of life is different from yours. Why is it so difficult for you to keep a secret? I've just bought a brand new digital camera. We took the direct train to the capital. Mining is a dirty job. He was rather disappointed with her response. Your behavior was absolutely disgusting. We heard distant voices but I didn't understand what they were saying. Their visions of a relationship are quite distinct from each other. Something must have been wrong. She looked rather distracted. The tribe worships trees as divine beings. They got divorced after only 4 months old marriage. The blow on his head made him dizzy. Domestic sales are down. We did our best but the plan was doomed to failure. Please book a double room for me and my wife. She bit her down lip. Josh had never liked downtown Chicago, as city centers always scared him a bit. There has been a dramatic increase in the price of oil. Unfortunately, the weather was dreadful. His enthusiasm was the driving force for the whole project. The paint is dry, so you can sit on the bench. Soon I will give you back all the money due. I hate those dull days with nothing to do. Each student should be prepared to answer all kinds of questions. She is eager to travel abroad. In the early 1990s everyone laughed at his crazy ideas, but now that he's making lots of money people want to make friends with him. 90. The east wind brought the bad storm. It is not easy to teach teenagers. The government is trying to improve the poor economic situation. He's a really effective teacher. The new refrigerator is more energy efficient. His speech was so elaborate that I could hardly get the meaning. His elder son is now 18. 18. Elderly residents could remember the construction of this building. It is best to learn on an acoustic or electric guitar. He's an electrical engineer. She was elegant to her fingertips. Our farewell was very emotional. We all cried. The house has been empty for 3 years now. I'm getting tired of your endless criticisms of others. The vowels in the English alphabet are A, E, I, O, U, and, sometimes, Y. A, E, I, O, U, Y. She's been an enormous help to me. I have enough time to deal with it. I didn't find the film too entertaining. It was the biggest disappointment in my entire life. All men are equal. Is this amount equivalent to around £50? 50. They will provide you with essential tools and materials. I believe Jesus can give me eternal happiness. There was a terrible ethnic conflict in Rwanda between Tutsi and Hutu. I always add even amounts of butter and sugar. What is your exact problem? Everyone had a very enjoyable time and the food was excellent. I was really excited to see snow this winter. It was a really exciting film. They have exclusive rights of publication. This is an important executive body. Costa Rica sounds exotic to me. I've been to Costa Brava, but that's probably not quite the same time. Don't buy there, it's too expensive. She made her wishes explicit. It was her express wish to be buried in her hometown. He felt exquisite pain in his chest. You need to put some extra effort to learn it well. Everyone was amazed at her extraordinary beauty. This activity requires extreme caution. I spent fabulous holidays in Morocco. I couldn't see her in the faint light of a candle.